the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington football team. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Man, 5-7. 52.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 52's the mic right here.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
For Washington.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They will run for the first time here with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Gurley again the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Wentz now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13.
And you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one?
Chiefs 7, Washington nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Steps him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 52. 74, 74. Hey, defense, let's go. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Get that quarterback.
Now a carry for White. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Mike 53, Good track.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, it's White. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
45-yard line.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Fresno.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Attack, attack. Watch the screen.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. There we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it'll be 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Makes the score.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Start of the 3rd quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
White, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Gets this one to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's White. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
White, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sherman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's White. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
White, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Washington nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Wentz. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Grade 15, grade 15. Check that with Mike 52 right here. 52. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Let's 5-7.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. first down, here's White. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now White. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Chiefs 30, Washington nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 27, Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Wentz. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
53 is the line. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
They start the drive with White. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Jonathan Bostic. A gain of 5. And a first down, Chiefs.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
53, check 53.
On second down now, it's White. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I'm trying to collect 25.
They'll run with White. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you